2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
From Salt Lake City, Utah, the scene for the Grizzlies. An impact player from the moment he set foot in the league. Ja Morant, the real deal. And he's ready to go as they await tip-off at Vivint Smart Home Arena. Grizzlies, Jazz, coming up next. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, Commissioner Adam Silver is continuing to push for the creation of an in-season tournament. He says the notion is to steal a page from European soccer. It's not the Larry O'Brien Trophy, but something secondary that teams care about. Something you'd see players go into that extra gear for. Kevin, back to you.
That's pretty intriguing, DA. That's an interesting story, and we thank you for giving it to us. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks, and it's Morant in at the point. And for the Jazz, they've got Jordan Clarkson. Markkanen is out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. Clarkson kicks to Sexton. Back to Clarkson. Over Bane. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Brooks. Markkanen pulls it in. And it's the Jazz's ball. Lays it up and banks it in.
Markkanen, the big man from Finland. He can flat score it, folks.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
And finished off by Morant.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Clarkson against Bane. Shoots it. The shot by Clarkson, no good. With 1 on the clock. He can't get that one. Tie game in Utah. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
2.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You know, I like the confidence that they've shown here early on.
They're working together so well, and there's a level of certainty that comes from trusting one another.
Here's Jones. So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. They've got Jones. He's out there with Desmond Bane. And it's Tillman in its center. Back to Bane. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Here's Toscano. Abaji, the pass to Sexton. No good from outside. And the Grizzlies with possession. Here's Bane. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, Colin Sexton, I think, is a crafty point guard with tremendous upside. He obviously can facilitate and be a distributor. The key is, can he knock down shots consistently?
The Jazz shooting their first free throws of this game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Shooting 2.
Good on that one. So both teams changing it up here. And he's good on the second. Morant outside, and Clark slams it in.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as any in our league.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Grizzlies lead by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. They were able to take control in the second quarter and finish the half ahead by 5. Kenny, what do you think about the Grizzlies?
Well, I like what I'm seeing on the offensive end. They're keeping things simple, getting to their spots and executing. Nothing fancy. Kind of like Shaq suit.
Shaq, what's your take on Utah so far?
Hard to feel happy when your opponent's shooting over 60%. They're going to have to make things harder for those guys defensively. Force them out their comfort zone. Contest every shot.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joe, what up?
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Markkanen is out there with Olynyk. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half. Now here's Morant. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. It's good on the putback.
We are talking about a big-time offensive rebounder, and Steven Adams unafraid to impose his will with that frame.
Here's Sexton. Outside, Markkanen. Here's Olynyk. No good, shot missing. Some solid defense there from Jackson. He feeds it to Adams. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, you love when Steven Adams shows his strength. Even with the defense in his grill, he finds a way to score.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
One shot.
Boy, there's just a brute strength and physicality about Steven Adams. This guy knows his role and plays it to perfection.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
To me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
And so it's Memphis heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Brandon Clark is out there with Brooks. And it's Tillman in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Bain. Tries again, and it's blocked.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Now, here's Markkanen. Takes the 13-footer out to Clarkson. The Jazz with another miss. And here's Morant. So the Grizzlies take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
And, you know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight. Who's responsible for that confidence?
I feel like we all talk to each other, even the coaching staff. Coach let us play with a lot of freedom. Everybody has the green light, so I mean, there's no reason to lack confidence when you have a coach who believes in you every step of the way and just let you go out there and play your game. So we always just preach, you know, keep shooting, make or miss, and we're behind you. So
you all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying